I always wear these cotton gloves just to make sure I don't touch the Hanna bottle. I'm gonna try to get a Hanna bottle that is really pristine. Daily check, or actually weekly check of what things going on. So this guy is dosing at 3.4 mils. Okay. Vodka needs replenishing. Sodium hydroxide is almost out. Calcium is out. This motor's making a noise. Alright, so that should be refilled. Iodine, potassium's full. Still iron needs to be full. Trace elements, that needs to be filled. Alright, other thing I'm noticing is this Red Sea hose contraption that goes to this here. For some reason, this one is, I don't know, I tried to correct its leakings. I don't think I want to use this. I think I'm going to use one of these. It's like one of those holders you get with a hose, siphon hose. So January 6th, quick tank update. Everything is growing nicely. I've noticed that the corals have started to encrust even further. Still dealing with some algae, but we can take a quick look at some coral. This guy has completely encrusted now. Okay, buddy. Yeah, all right. Fish need to eat. So he's completely encrusted. Okay. Dudes, okay. You know, some people have shy fish, and I have these guys. Okay. Anyways, so that coral has been completely encrusted. It's even started, branching down at the bottom, which is nice. But you can see there is algae. So we got algae all around the column, but no algae on this side. So not sure what's happening there. All these corals are doing really good. Oh, weird, I just got deja vu. But you can see over here, I'm gonna zoom in real quick. See the algae? I got algae there, algae tufts there. So I'm manually pulling these guys out. Look at that guy. That guy's really just growing crazy. Not as crazy as this guy. I mean, now that I've moved him, he's actually starting to grow towards the top of the tank, which is kind of cool. This Goni is doing really good. So I believe it's called a flame tip, and I think that's the official name or the marketing name of this guy. Check out the Amazeballs. So it's starting to at least have wow. So yeah, it's starting to have flowers opening up. So that is a definite improvement. And what I've been doing is I'm dosing a Polyp Labs, okay, really? Man, this guy is like, give me some food. A polyp booster, which is like amino acids and fatty acids and all that in a concoction. I put 9 drops in the tank during feeding time, and I think that might be helping. Quick panning here. You can see the tank. All the corals are doing really good. I'm gonna go down here. This is interesting. This green Monty is cupping. So I'm not sure if it was a Monty. Could be a cupping variety of a Monty. I'm not sure anymore. Do need to siphon my sand bed out. So that's the thing I need to do. Yeah, it looks like everyone's hungry. Gonna have to, this guy just hunts pods. So he's pod hunting. Happily picking at rocks. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the nutrient bath for the Amazeballs. I'm gonna use Brightwell Restore
and I'm gonna use the Polyp Lab Polyp Booster and Reef Enhance powder, which is like a food. And I'm gonna put everything into this cup here. So this is just tank water, and I'm gonna put this stuff into it, mix it up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Amazeballs Goni and then let him soak in this bath. Now, I got this idea from Devin, the guy that runs the Reef Dudes YouTube channel, and he seemed to be getting some pretty good results from doing this. So I've done it now 3 or 4 times. You can see how it looks. So here I have it inside the cup. I keep it in a sump so the temperature doesn't, there's no fluctuations in temperature. But you can see how dense everything is. So there's a couple of capfuls that would restore, 1 dropper full of the Polyp Lab Polyp Booster, and then a few pinches of the Reef Enhance powder. And I'm just kind of stirring it up every few minutes. And I'm keeping the Goni in this bath for about 30 minutes. Kind of give it enough time to absorb some of those aminos and fatty acids through its tissue. At least that's the idea. And yeah, I've been doing this now. Like, it's had maybe 4 or 5 baths. I don't do it every day, every few days. And it's extended even further. Scrub the rocks, a little bit of this brush on there, because focusing on this coral here, it's a pink Floyd, so I wanted to get this guy's mounted on this rock, but he fell because they were just loose. And then this guy over here, which I think is a, gosh, I'll have to look back what that is. So anyways, I positioned that rock there. So I got there and there. All right, now what am I gonna do? I'm gonna epoxy it to those 2 locations. I scrubbed all the rocks. Everything's kind of dusty at the moment. So I will do that now. All right, so looks like I have a good amount of vodka or my DIY Nopox. But I did notice that my ALK container here needs, I think it needs an air gap. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and just heat the tip of this and get a little hole in it. I did the same on these guys here. So there's, I can't really see it in there, but there's a hole on all of these dosing containers. All right, I'm trying to capture my Goniopora here, but my fish, again, just want to be in front of the camera. Ooh, what's going on with your fin there? So if we look at the Goniopora, it's still hanging in there. It's actually getting a little bit, like, it's extending slightly more. So that is a good sign. Fox Flame, since I separated it from the Stylophora colony over here, they don't touch anymore, and it has grown a ton of new branches, and you can see it, it's just encrusting along this entire rock here. You guys ever see this? I got this growing all over the place on my, all over the place on in my aquarium. I think it's some kind of tunicate. I'm not sure. I got it like there. It's expanded out. Okay. I had to mount the pink Floyd up here, like on the other little shot. I'll show you what I did there. And I also mounted the red planet right here. I remember what that was. That's a red planet. So he's mounted there. They've already both started encrusting, but I wanted to permanently put these rock structures there because they were getting kind of knocked around by my urchins. I have noticed my rabbitfish has been nipping on the tips of the Slimers, but he did this, or she did this in my last aquarium. And what I noticed, and it's starting to do it here too, is that wherever she nips, it starts to branch. So I let her go ahead and chomp on these because it actually seems to increase their growth rate, which is interesting. And that the exact same thing happened in the previous tank I had. And I documented there too on my old build thread on Reef to Reef. And wherever she nipped, it just started cauliflowering out. And so that same thing's occurring. And for whatever reason, it's just a Slimer. So I think she likes the Slimer. I know she tried actually on this Hulk or this highlighter an Acropora. She started doing it there, but I don't think she liked the taste of it. So I saw her do it once and it wasn't really appealing. Where this one, she would go back to it. Yeah, so everywhere she's nipped, if I can get in there a little closer, there's like new growth, and it like buds out. Like there'll be like several branching pieces that would come off from where she ate it. Other weird thing too, there was a clam that I had over here. You can see where its foot was there, but this came in with some live rock. It died out, but there's this black. It's like I think it's a black sponge of some kind. Not really sure. Can't really see it there. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. So that's there. Kind of cool. Letting that go. See, look, all these corals here. This whole area here is like, I guess it's gonna turn into my like SPS section. And then over here is gonna be more of the lower flow LPS. There's my urchin, fully decorated and decked out with some of this cool looking Zoa. I've pretty much given up on this toadstool. I'm not sure what the deal is. It just does not want to come back to life. I don't know what it's doing. I mean, it's been this way for months now. Just there. I mean, you can see the toadstools right next to it are fine. So, and those are broken off from this guy. I don't know what's happening. Don't know if I mentioned this before, but this, which I thought was a Capricornus, so I'm not really sure now. It's like, it's cupping. Because I have the same one over here on this side of the tank. I just put on this rock here because it broke off the other side and it's grown a lot. But if you look at it, it's actually doing the same growth pattern. It's cupping. So, let's see. Humble Fish Forum, awesome. I love that sticker. FisHotel sticker, man, these are good stickers. I like this. White worm buffet. All right. So this guy is doing pretty good. So far, he's pretty chill. Get a little closer shot of him. He's a cool looking guy. I think he's eating. Put a PVC pipe in there with some algae. So he's gonna be chilling in there for a little bit just to get everyone kind of acclimated to his presence, smell, whatever chemistry he will need there. I'm hoping. My big issue is the leopard wrasse, the checkerboard wrasse. Make sure he's cool. So he's low aggressive. So that's a thing. But he seems to be really healthy. Again, another awesome, successful survivor of the FisHotel prophylactic pre-quarantine, pre-medicated regimen that they go through. So I really wanted to get a Starry Blenny, and when I saw that FisHotel was acquiring one that was making it through their quarantine process, I wanted to snag it really quick. Because you've all seen I have, algae, and I'm a little tired of pulling it out myself. So one of the best things I can do is get something like this, which is going to be part of my cleanup crew, as well as have a crazy personality. So Starry Blenny will be going into the tank. I got an ICP test that I should be getting the results in a day or two from Fauna Marin. And I've started putting together a library of DIY trace elements so I can start dosing that. And that is what I'm going to be doing based on what the results are. So I'll document that in the next 30 days or so, so in about end of the month, and I'll try to record what that process is like. And yeah, hope everyone had a good new year, and thanks for watching. Peace.